Technical difficulties. I think we are live. Did you
Live.
get
It's
your
always
notes
my
though?
fault. Huh?
Did you get your notes?
No.
Still haven't found your notes.
No, I don't know where I put them.
That's awesome.
I
That's
thought
awesome.
I had them on the desktop. They're not there anymore.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of what we're calling the Science Dum Dums. I'm still not married to that. There's days I like it, and there's other days where I'm like, I don't know if I like it. But that's what it is right now. That's what that logo says up top. Science Dum Dums, a series of two average humans talking about science stuff. Science stuff is something that intrigues me, has always intrigued me. So we're just having conversations about that particular stuff. Richard is the co-host, and he's kind of like me, maybe a little bit more academically trained on the science side than I am. Um, but yeah, that's what we're hoping to do. Anything you want to say before I give corrections from last episode?
Yeah. That you are giving me a whole lot more credit than I deserve here. So
That's funny. Uh, well, I mean, I didn't say you fucking had it all. I just said you have a little bit more academic training than I do. I think
yeah.
that's honest. So last week, we talked about the Kardashev scale, and I just wanted to clear a few things up. I was mistaken about, and I think I did an okay job at mentioning how I was unsure, but just to be sure about nuclear energy, I had brought up fission and fusion. We use fission, not fusion, and I think we said that we use fission. Or I'm sorry, fusion, but we use fission. And fusion is what the sun uses. So fission is the splitting of the atoms, fusion is the bringing of the atoms together.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And right now, there's nothing commercially available for fusion. And fission does have some fallout. It can be pretty clean, but there is some fallout. I think that's another thing that I had mentioned about the lack of fallout. And it's better than what it was. We know how to contain a little bit more, but it's definitely nowhere near as humans visualize it to be. The other thing that is worth clearing up a little bit, we went into like 7 levels of humans or planets, 7 levels of planets on this Kardashev scale. Kardashev himself only talked about 3.
Mhm.
Everything else came after him. So, yeah, that's really all. We're getting better. We're fucking getting better. This is very little corrections from last time. So,
All right.
what's our topic today?
If I can remember, we were talking about. Okay, I got to go way back into the brain.
Simulations.
Oh,
Yeah. That's what
okay.
you sent me
So
yesterday.
yeah, I think it's spawned off of an article that I wrote a little while back because it's always been a debate, or it's been a debate as to whether or not we're living in a simulation,
Yeah.
or if people are just crazy.
What do you mean by people are just crazy?
I don't know. There's a lot of conspiracies that are out, and
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure. For
whether or
sure.
not we're living in a matrix, and I say no, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I think most humans who are serious about this understand that this is probably not a real thing. It's more of a thought experiment more than anything else, and I think that's how most scientists actually approach it.
Mhm.
They obviously you have to evaluate everything. There are some studies, there are some credible things out there, but for the most part, it's all just sci-fi type stuff.
Definitely. So one of the things that there was a thought experiment that came out. There was a university study, in which case they decided to program an AI system to simulate our real world, and for the most part, it was fine. It was able to simulate the growth of trees. It was able to simulate basically how our world is formed. It can simulate humans. It could not simulate the small intricacies such as like emotions. It couldn't simulate how flowers would respond to the lack of sunlight, things like that.
Correct.
So yeah, little small details are what it missed, and that basically proved the experiment that we couldn't be living in a simulation. Otherwise, things wouldn't go as smooth as they do.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of this, like it's this stuff right here that it is like, why? Like, if this was a simulation, if this was, there's a lot of mundane in between stuff with no real purpose. 'Cause like when I play a game, there's a purpose to all of it, right? You can argue, well, you don't know what happens when you shut it down, like, but nothing happens because it's shut down.
Right.
But there's a lot of stuff that just it it serves no purpose, no real purpose, no any of that stuff. So it's kind of weird.
Hmm. Um, so I mean, that's what I have on the subject. Oh, what happened? You there? I'm back, Edgar. I think his power went out too. Yeah, it's a lot of what I have on this subject. Just sit back and wait for Edgar to come in. We'll wait here for Edgar to get back in. Looks like we're having a lot of technical difficulties today.